Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. In this video, I'll be showing you how to make chocolate carrots in a cup of dirt. These are super easy and kid friendly. I wanted to give a big shout out to everyone that subscribed to this channel. I just hit 1K subscribers, I believe yesterday, and I'm so excited to see what's next. Thanks everyone. What you will need for this recipe is chocolate pudding, orange candy melts, a small bowl, a pastry bag or Ziplock bag, double stuffed Oreos or chocolate sandwich cookies, and also something to smash the Oreos. Yeah, and don't forget your strawberries. I like to sit mine in a bowl and spray it with this veggie wash and let it sit and let all the residue come off of it. Once your strawberries are done cleaning, you want to dry these off on a paper towel and then take your small bowl and add your orange candy melts to the bowl, and we're going to melt this down. I like to heat mine for 1 minute and then I'll stir it, add it back to the microwave for 30 seconds and then stir it one more time and it should be good to go. So here are the orange candy melts melted down in the bowl. We're going to take those strawberries that are dried on the napkin and then we're going to dip these in the orange candy melts. So what I do is just submerge them in the candy melts and make sure I get all of the sides, and then you want to put them on a piece of wax or parchment paper so that they can dry. I'm making 4 total cups, so I'm going to use 4 strawberries. So I'm going to finish up these strawberries doing the same thing I did with the first one, dipping them in the candy melts. Make sure I'm getting all the sides and then adding them to my parchment paper. Now I'm going to let the strawberries dry. You can either air dry them or let them dry in the freezer for 5 minutes. So now while these strawberries dry, I'm going to add my chocolate Oreos to a baggie, and I only want the cookie part, so I'm going to take the cream out with a knife. And I'm adding all of the cookies to the bag, and I'm just taking a butter knife and using it to remove the cream from the middle because we don't need it for this recipe. But you can save it or eat it or do whatever you want with it because we're just not going to use it for this recipe. So take 6 Oreo cookies, remove the cream from the middle, and then add the cookie part to the baggie. And then we're going to use whatever you have to mash up your Oreos. I'm using a meat tenderizer. I know it's crazy, but it works. But if you have a hammer or a pin roller, that'll work as well. So here are my cookies in a baggie. I'm going to close it tightly so I don't make a mess. Then I'm going to lay my baggie flat on the counter, and I'm going to take my meat tenderizer and start smashing. You don't want them too smashed, so I'm just going to smash them until it resembles little cubes. So here's what your Oreo crumbles should look like after you're done smashing. They should be broken down into little cubes like this. After your strawberries are dry, take that baggie or pastry bag and we're going to add the leftover candy melts into the bag. I like to use this cup just to hold the pastry bag in place. And then I'm going to take the orange candy melts and pour all of it into the pastry bag. Cut a hole at the end of your pastry bag or Ziplock bag, and now we're going to start at the top of the strawberry and we're going to do zigzag lines from the top to the bottom. So start at the top of your strawberry and then start slowly and go up and down until you reach the end of your strawberry. Let these air dry or place them in the freezer for about 5 minutes. Let your strawberries dry, and while they dry, we're going to open up our chocolate pudding packs. So I have 4 cups right here because I have 4 strawberries, and I'm going to take the lids off of each of the chocolate puddings. Now that we removed the lids from all of our chocolate puddings, we're going to take our Oreo smash bag and we're going to add about 1.5 tablespoons to each of the tops of the chocolate puddings. So I'm adding 1 tablespoon to each of them, and then I'm going to go back and add 1/2 tablespoon to the tops of them at the end. So after you added 1.5 tablespoons of your cookie crumbles to the top of your puddings, this is what the final result should look like of your cup of dirt. Now taking your dried chocolate covered strawberries, add them to the middle of each of your puddings. So here is the final result of your Easter carrots in a cup of dirt. Please let me know in the comments if you decided to make this dessert for your kids or an event that you're having for Easter. They are so easy and kid-friendly to make. I ended up adding them to an Easter basket and giving them away.